Afternoon, colleagues. It's 9 p.m. Salata, doing a recording on divergence, normal and reverse divergence. It's based on my current analysis of the markets, looking at the JC Stock Exchange shares. I've just picked on 4 shares. That is Billiton, BHP Billiton, Bluetel, Caphold, which is Capitec, and Bidvest. So we basically have two. Bidvest is an industrial, Capital is a bank, Bluetel is in the telecom space, BHP Billiton is in the mining space. I picked these 4 to illustrate something. I'll be looking at weekly charts. I just came across this one when I was doing my own analysis, and I thought, let me cut a video and explain something here. I'll start off with I'll start off with Bluetel. Bluetel will be easy to start off with. The concept of divergence, as will be seen when I'm drawing my lines, is where what the price is doing and what the indicators are doing are totally different things. On this one, I'll just remove the MACD indicator, and I'll leave the stochastic on just to illustrate one point. Drawing a line on the tops of the price, you can see clearly that the price is making new highs. This I consider it a true top. Because one might wonder how I pick my points to draw these divergences. I have a concept of a true top and an actual top according to the price. When my stock MACD and stock RSI group at the top there, I call that a true top. In the second top of the divergence, they rarely all group at the top there. So once I see this grouping, I wait for the second turn, then I know that that's my divergence done. Like in this case here, the stochastic, the RSI is already showing me that it wants to turn downwards, but it's not yet confirmed yet. I want to see the close of the day and how the stochastic goes about. But drawing a line from this top based on the grouping there, I can see that the price went higher. But what did the RSI do? RSI went lower, way lower. And it's a classic indicator from Dr. Ravi's teaching that the first top usually is above its top Bollinger Bands, and the second top is below or touching the Bollinger Bands or bouncing on the 70 line of the RSI. This is a classic case of the divergence if it turns at this point. And on this one, it's not a clear-cut case. That's why I'll say I'll wait a little bit and see how the price closes, because even my parabolics are below. RSI is stochastic is squeezed, seriously squeezed, telling me that we are going to have a serious move, but I expect the move to be downwards as the stochastic is refusing to confirm where the price is going. And also, this uptake for last week was more based on the news that Bluetel is acquiring a stake in Cell C. That motivated that, but I think Bluetel's days are over and we have divergence, and I'll be looking at taking some short positions there. This is the weekly chart, so divergence basically price going high, RSI refusing to confirm and going low. If I can go to the daily chart on this one, I usually like to see my daily charts and my weekly charts agreeing. On the daily, that we at that top, everything agreed, and immediately after that point, we had a parabolic flip, which was good confirmation. And now on the current price action, we have this indication of downwards. What happens is whenever I see my RSI popping above the Bollinger Bands and back in, I know that we have a short time top. Popped there and came back in this region there and formed some divergence. That was our top. And now we've just popped up there. Either we can come back a bit, the price can rally a bit and form a divergence with this RSI, but As long as it has popped up and it's popping backwards now, and candlestick formations are showing me signs of going down, I'm expecting blue tail to tank. So I'll be short blue tail anytime from close of business today or going further tomorrow. I might look at taking a short position based on divergence. On the daily chart, is the divergence clear? Let's see. There is the top there and it never came back there. So price was going down and no, sorry, RSI was going down also, price was going up. So there is both divergence on RSI on the weekly side and on the daily side. I'll close that one there and let me just not close it and leave it alone and go to the second one. Also still under normal divergence. I haven't touched reverse divergence yet. This is Capitec. As I illustrated that my true top is when I have the groupings at the tops there, then I'll call that my true top. And the next one is here. Next one here is not very clear to the untrained eye. I'll just remove MACD because I'm not using it that much today. And yeah, why is it not clear? This is the second time we just popping above top Bollinger Bands. Since we did it on a weekly basis somewhere in mid-April, and the other stochastic is not telling us much, I'll get rid of it so I can have some clarity on the price. Okay, why did I pick these points? That pop up and it's now showing signs of turning downwards, and I expect the price to go down. And I'll put my lines now in there. What has the price done? It has gone up. What has RSI done? It's down. So that's my divergence. Price going up, RSI refusing to confirm that. That is normal sell divergence in this case. And I'm expecting price to turn there. If I can see a close today or during the course of the week, a close downwards would be my indication for shorting this one. That's pure divergence, nothing else on it. And if I go to the daily chart, on the daily chart, here we are again. I've lost that point, but I'll just redraw it. What happened here? Let me go to my weekly and see where my lines are. Might just be missing the points. Okay, it's somewhere mid-April 2015. It's a long period. Okay, that is our point there where we had our divergence based on the weekly charts. I'll just put a line across there and also try to use the same spots for the daily. It's not very clear on the daily because these are far apart points, but what I'll do is I'll expand on that and come and pick a point closer to where we are. There was some grouping somewhere there, but it's not that very clear, but I'll use that one for a shorter time divergence. That's what price has done. What has RSI done? RSI has been flat to bottom. So that's divergence also. I can just show the trend line bolder so that it's clearer. That's my divergence there on the daily charts. So there is both divergence on the daily charts and on the weekly charts. So I'll get rid of these lines showing divergence and just work through with the current price action. What am I seeing on the price action there? We are so close to the grouping. This is very rare in the second part, and this is above its Bollinger Bands, expecting the turn downwards. So today we're at a new high, but it has been refused to be confirmed with the current price action, but we are still intraday. And if I can just throw in some fibs there, maybe they can tell us something about that top there. You can see that it raced trying to get to the 168, missed it by a few inches, and now it's failing to go up. I'm expecting a turn in this region of Capitec, but we haven't got the final confirmation even on the daily charts. But point made on divergence. We have both divergence on daily and weekly. So I've looked at Bluetail, normal divergence. Capitec, normal divergence. Now I'm going for reverse divergence. Reverse divergence is better explained with the diagram. Let me pick my point there. If you are cute what I've been doing about picking my points, you'll notice that this was the closest grouping we had and the all-time high we had on the price. We haven't had a top grouping yet. We are almost there now. And what has the RSI done in the meantime? It has never been to above there except on that small point there. It came back, bounced there, and we're back again there. Same scenario with my RSI, my MACD, which I'm not using that much today. I will leave the stochastic in there. Some people might see some points there on it. Then what has price done since that previous all-time high? Price has been going down. That's the trend line for the price. It's been making lower highs. And at the same time, let's look at a good example. Let me do it the other way around. What has price, the RSI done from this point, going backwards to that point? RSI has made a new high as the point which we had there. It's almost at the same height as we had when we were at this very top. But more accurately, it's exactly on this candle there. That's the one which I would have used. From that point, RSI is back to its previous high, where the price was at a high, but the price hasn't made any way close to that new high. So stochastic has rallied all the way up to the previous highs, and prices failed to rally there. We expect this thing to move downwards, and usually with reverse divergence, you expect the price to come and make a new lower low. I'll put new goal there. We expect the price to come back and make a lower low. That's reverse divergence. It has rallied. Stochastic has rallied. Relative strength has rallied to a new high, as high as the previous high we had in actual price. Price has failed to get there. That's now reverse divergence. This is reversal divergence. I expect BHP ability to tank. Also throwing in some fibs there. You can see that the fibs have rallied to 38.2. And we have my arrow for sell there because this thing is popping back into its Bollinger Bands. So that's my expectation for this one. I expect BHP bulletin to tank. That's reverse divergence. When price doesn't make a new high and RSI goes to make a new high, and we have indications for a turning point there. It's my expectation that's going to tank, but conservative traders will have to wait for RSI to, this trend line for RSI to be breached backwards. But aggressive guys, or guys who use options and they are well protected, can start shorting BHP bulletin. BHP bulletin is a short for me, but we need to see the setup confirmed. That's reverse divergence. Normal divergence, reverse divergence. And what we have in Bidvest. Bidvest is a good one for me. It shows me, it helps me to illustrate a third point on divergence, which most people miss. It's called compound divergence. I'm going to use it mainly on the daily chart. But I will first of all point out the normal divergence which we have here. This is happening. I'm going to put this line first, and this is the point where I wanted to draw the line. It's not a clean one. Price did not actually come and hit it there, but we're still in intraday activity. So you can literally force matters and say this is flat, made a double top, yet the RSI is clearly not coming anywhere close. It's struggling to be above its 70 line, which is the standard for normal divergence. So this is normal sell divergence which we're experiencing on the weekly. But let's go to the daily and see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about compound divergence. I'll get rid of the lines. Getting rid of those lines, I'll minimize this to capture this point, these points here. But for divergence now, I'm going to use on the daily chart. My last grouping was there, so this is a point of significance for me. Bear with me as I put on my lines there. That's my point of significance, and this point here was the actual price high. I have my naming conventions for calling this the technical high, the true price high, and the final point, the divergence. So what I'm talking about with divergence, you can see that there was divergence there. Then it came back again, made another top. So between this point and that one, put the lines there, and this point there, we had normal cell divergence. That's what we had there, but this one continued. Most people will call this a failed cell divergence. It isn't a failed cell divergence. This is just a compound divergence. Here we're flat, forming some double top if you're looking at these two only. But what was happening to RSI went even lower. So from RSI's perspective, this again was divergence. But if you look at all the 3 points which I'm referring to here, looking at these 3 points, one would notice that this is what we call compound divergence, when we end up with using 3 points instead of just 2 points, the vertical lines at the point which I'm referring to. So from that point up to now, we've been forming divergence. And here with a compound divergence using 3 points. So this is a strong divergence point, and I expect the Bitvest to tank after this. So I've shown you normal divergence, reverse divergence, and compound divergence, and in all cases those are shorting opportunities. That was my video today on divergence, reverse divergence, normal divergence, and compound divergence, and how I pick them, and looking at weekly and daily. My weekly scenarios and my daily scenarios are beginning to agree, and this is time to make money. This is now value shorting times. Colleagues, it's Sahan, PM, Sabata, and this video on divergence. 3 types of divergence. Unfortunately, do not have any buy divergence which I could show, but the same principle applies reversed when you're looking at buy divergence. I showed you the sell divergences. I thank you. This is cut on the 10th of October 2016. 16, closing level up